Good morning, all. This is Geeta Sharma in front of you, and I am here to present my topic that is flipped classroom. By long time, we can see that there are so many changes in our educational pattern, the pattern in which students are getting education and learning. So, flipped classroom is a teaching strategy that is reverses the traditional learning environment by delivering instructional content outside the classroom. It moves activities like project, assignments, homework into the class. The flipping the classroom involves easy to use, readily accessible technology in order to free class from the lectures. It means that the assignments and projects and homework, now the students are doing that thing in the class, and the homeworks they are doing at their home. So it takes outside the classroom as well as inside the classroom. So when we see outside the classroom, the learning take place through the video lessons and the practice skills. The students are doing their video lessons and practice at their home and outside the classroom, and what they are doing in the class, that is they are practices those skills and applying those skills in the classroom. So in the class they are doing practice skill and application. Now we will see that how flipped approach is different from the traditional approach. In the flipped approach, it inverts the traditional method by delivering instructional content outside the classroom and use the classroom time for active discussion and problem solving. This approach emphasizes active student engagement and active learning during class time. But on the other hand, in the traditional approach, it is entirely different. So the traditional approach centers around the teacher delivering lectures and presenting information during the class time, in which students passively receive information and apply through homework or assignment outside of class when support is less available. So we can see that how it is different from the traditional approach. In traditional approach, the teacher are doing their lecture method and giving homework and presenting information in the class, but it is different in the case of flipped classroom. In the flipped classroom, they are doing project works and assignment works and discussions and application work like that. So it is different from the traditional approach. There are four pillars of flipped learning, that are flexible environment, learning culture, intentional content, and professional educator. We will see all these points one by one. So first, that is flexible environment. The flexible environment allows students to interact and reflect on their learning needs and continuously observe and monitor a student to make appropriate adjustment. In learning culture, it gives students the opportunity to participate in activities without the teacher being focus of learning. It establishes activities and makes them accessible to students through differentiation and feedback. In intentional content, we see that it simplifies and facilitates students' access to concept used during learning and create and select relevant content, usually in video format for students. And in case of professional educator, simplify and facilitate students' access to the concept used and during the learning. It create or select relevant content, usually in video format or for students. Now we will see some advantages and disadvantages of flipped classroom model. In advantage, we can see that student takes their own responsibility and their own ownership for their learning. It promotes student-centered learning and collaboration. The role of teacher is very less. It is not a teacher-centered education system, but it is a student-centered learning. Lessons and content are more accessible to students in this case, and it emphasizes on cooperative learning. Students are doing they are learning together with help of each other in a group. It gives more time to explore the content. At their home, they can explore what is there in the content. They can understand with the help of their tutors and their and parents and their teachers. It can be more efficient than a traditional system. It is less affected by absenteeism, and it improves engagement of the students. Teachers act as facilitator, though they don't have a very big much role that they used to have in traditional system. It is not a this is not a teacher centered system, but it is a student centered system. But there are some disadvantages also, which are it creates digital divide. and some students don't afford, or they don't have that much facility for the technological system, so it creates a digital device divide. It depends on the preparation and trust. Teachers may have some extra work, as they have to present a technological content and videos and assignments. That time they can have some extra work. Student may forced to spend more time in front of a screen that is harmful for their eyes and their health. There is unavailability of gadget in some cases. Some students don't have that much gadgets, not naturally a prep test from learning, so it is a prep from test and preparation form of learning. Thank you.